It's a Sunday edition, a little late afternoon edition Eastern time here on Ticket Talk, guys. What is good, my friends? We got a lot of folks that we are helping that are victims of StubHub, sellers and buyers. And I can tell you right now, we've done this partnership now for 2 weeks with Brad Clements Law. There he is. And I can tell you right now, Brad is doing a godsend. He is doing a deed. He is working for free. What attorney does not charge you in the year 2026 to take on cases, to fight on your behalf? If you're owed money as a seller, if you're owed a refund as a buyer, Brad Clements Law is there for you. I'm going to promote the shit out of him because he's our presenting partner of Ticket Talk, and he's doing an amazing job. He's available 7 days a week. I refer him people 7 days a week. I spent all my Sunday morning talking to victims, sending them over to Brad, and I want them to keep coming. This is obviously at scale. We want thousands of resellers going after StubHub so that they stop screwing you over and stop bullying you. And I'm dead serious about this campaign with Brad Clements Law. I believe we have TicketCon 2026. In the heat of the summer, New Orleans, July 26th, from 3 to 10 p.m. Central Time in New Orleans. So, guys, we're doing this before the World Ticket Conference. The old school guys, they started the TTAB. I'm starting TicketCon because I don't think those guys do anything. I know that the NETB has been around since the early 90s, and they're not doing anything. They're helping us become extinct. I'm helping us clean up our acts and fighting for an open ticket market by actually doing something to clean up bad actors and our mess and being there for folks affected by StubHub. So join us at TicketCon on July 26th. Link is in my bio on Twitter X for tickets. My Lord, let's go through the rundown for Sunday. What is going on? We love going through our X feed. Got some great segments from our podcast from Brad last week, so you can watch this segment out. We also have the full episode on Spotify. And you know, when I was driving around town MCF today, getting some gas, I saw some Toronto Raptors fans. So it's good to see them drive across the lake here to Cleveland. We got an open ticket market here in Ohio for Game 7 tonight, which I will be heading to. Kind of why we're doing the show early tonight. And I know Dana White always loves to talk about gambling. Maybe he should focus on pricing UFC tickets correctly, because all he's worried about is blackjack and baccarat on these big podcasts. That's all he talks about nowadays. And StubHub, keep them coming. Talked about that earlier in the show. You know, New York Knicks fans, this is a big topic here this morning. Blocking zip codes if you're not in Philly for Knicks fans to come. So Knicks fans are doing an entire campaign. They're literally having fans call out using Philadelphia addresses to buy tickets for Game 3 and 4 of the Eastern Conference Divisional Series. That is absolutely hilarious. I don't know why they do that. And if we look at Game 7 comparisons, Detroit going out about just under a $200 get-in. It was at $300 once. We go to Cleveland tonight, about an $80 get-in. For the Cavs, which is obviously more demand in Detroit than the Cavs for Game 7. My Lord. And look at this. More Toronto Ontario. We're happy to show you guys what the effects are for a closed ticket market. We're seeing that Toronto FC, Inter Miami. Like, there's nowhere to get tickets but the black market when you do things like these. And we'll continue to showcase Toronto listings all summer long. And I blame Randy Nichols on that as I sit here on X. I'm going to blame him on everything. My Lord. And here's kind of more what we touched on with Jonathan Marks from the Sixers. He actually sent the tickets to one of our sellers here yesterday. So he's allowed to cheat the system and buy and sell tickets for Sixers, but nobody else is with Elevate. Does that make absolute any sense whatsoever? Let's look at Formula One was the hot ticket of the weekend. Let's see if they still have tickets posted. It looks like they're passed, but I know it was a big rain shower, and I guess we can go to Tampa Bay Lightning, the other Game 7 on the mark. We might as well cover everything here on Ticket Talk tonight, and this game is tonight in Tampa, Game 7 against the Canadians, a 2:36 get-in. Yep. So obviously, hockey seems to be more in demand than NBA basketball so far in this playoffs so far. We can get the screen back on me. So, obviously, recap from big events, Kentucky Derby, great event to attend. You can literally sit in the grandstands for like $130. So if it's a bucket list event, like it's one of like the easiest bucket list events to attend to. If you're on a budget, that's National Championship Monday. That's also the Kentucky Derby, the first Saturday in May. Kind of, I think one of those long shots won the race, closed in record time. My Lord, but let's make it a great rest of your Sunday, my friends. Do me a favor, keep me posted on everything, live events, everything ticket intel. We eat, sleep, drink tickets. That's what we do here on the Ticket Talk Network. We'll talk soon. Stay leaning clean.